Welcome to Coimbra, Portugal's historic gem. Nestled along the picturesque Mondego River, this city is a treasure trove of rich history, stunning architecture, and vibrant culture. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the top 10 attractions that make Coimbra a must-visit destination. Welcome back, Vagabonds. I am here in Coimbra, Portugal. Figured I would take you on a little trip throughout the city, kind of show you the top 10 things to see if you are visiting Coimbra. Figured that it would be something that would provide you passion and value for your next trip. So let's go ahead and check out some of these different things to see here in Coimbra, Portugal. All right. I am outside of Portugal dos Pequenitos. I have done a video on this one before, so if you haven't seen that video, you might want to check it out up here or wherever YouTube puts it, and check it out, have it like a little more in-depth understanding of the site. It is a tiny little village of different cities that Portugal had developed, and it's a really nice place to take your kids if you are traveling with kids. After you have explored Portugal dos Pequenitos with the kids, as they were exploring those tiny castles, quaint villages, and famous monuments, you can go down the street to the next location. Can you imagine walking through history in a serene, ancient monastery? All right, so one thing that's a travel tip when you're here in Portugal is that you'll want to have sunglasses and sunscreen on. The sun here hits a little bit harder than where I'm accustomed for, so you see me squinting. It's because the sun here, it just hits really, really hard. But anyway, so I am here in Santa Clara a Velha, which was founded in the 13th century. This serene spot offers a peaceful retreat. It has golden light that streams through the ancient ruins and creates a magical atmosphere. All right, so I am here at the Almedina Gate. This is a historic area. As you notice, I've made a 90-degree angle to get in here, so that was something that was an important aspect defensively in order to get into the castle. One of the things that people don't think about with Coimbra is this was a walled city that held a castle and all kinds of stuff inside, so it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go into the Almedina Gate. All right, before we get up to our next spot, one of the spots that you should check out is the Torre de Almedina. It is the area that is above the Almedina Gate. They have an awesome museum. Awesome. It's probably the best museum in Coimbra. So if you were going to go to one museum, this is the one that I would go. You're going to learn so much. But let's go ahead and go up to the Say, and we'll be up there shortly. It's a lot of steps, but I'll show you. So, and we're going to continue walking up here to the Say, and I'll show you what it looks like here, and kind of give you an idea of how to get here. So there is the Say, Velha. So this is the old monastery, and you can see how it was quite a fortification from back in the day. Anyway, you might be able to hear a busker here. All through these areas that I'm walking or have been walking, you're going to see buskers, hear buskers, people peddling what they have. It's kind of got a nice vibe to it. So if you so enjoy the music, take your time, and go ahead and plan like slow travel when you're going to visit Portugal. It's the best way to really absorb everything. All right, so in a little bit of a shaded spot, so I'm probably not going to be squinting too bad. Though when you are done with the Say here, you can see it up there. Continue going up the road. As long as you're going up, you're going to end up making it to the university. And here where I am is the Machado de Castro Museum. It is a fantastic display of different Portuguese art and influence, and kind of shows the different evolution of art in Portugal over the years. It's really interesting to pop in here, check it out, and explore. One of the other things is below is the Porta Cryptus, so you get to see history here also, in that this is where the old Roman ruins of the first city in Coimbra was. So I did a deep dive on that video previously, and you can go ahead and check it out up there, and we'll continue on. We're up at the university, so I'll show you some of the top spots to check out. Before we get into all these other things up at the university, let's talk a little bit more about the Machado de Castro Museum. It's for art and history enthusiasts. The Machado de Castro Museum is a treasure trove, and it has the same name as Portugal's renowned sculptor, Machado de Castro. It houses an impressive collection of sculptures and artifacts. Each exhibit tells a story of Portugal's rich cultural heritage. Are you excited to see another stunning cathedral? Let's head over to Saudade, the new cathedral. However, up at the university, there's all kinds of things to see, but we're going to highlight a total of 4 must-see things while you're up at the university. And I might highlight a thing or two as we walk by. All right, so here we are at the Say Nova, so it's the new cathedral that's up here on the university campus. As you can see, it is quite clean. It looks very pretty. And I did a short little video on that one also. So I've done a lot of this stuff already. So if you haven't seen those things, there is a description in my playlist for Coimbra. Like Bordello 2 here, the Cynova, or the new cathedral, offers a beautiful contrast to its older counterpart. Blending different architectural styles, it's a testament to Coimbra's evolving history. Its elegant facade and serene interior are truly captivating. But we'll continue walking down the street from the ticket office, and as we walk to the end here, on the left you will see King Dennis statue. So from there, you'll make a right, and that'll take you to the Joanina Library, the Royal Palace, and the other things. But before we get too much into that, let's look into why you love to travel. Do you like to hit these historical sites and learn more about the rich history of an area? Do you just like to hang out, chill by the beach, or something else? If you do, hit the comment section and tell me what you love to do while you're traveling. You know, you don't even have to get tickets to come up here to the university. Coimbra University is one of the oldest and most prestigious universities in Europe. Its beautiful campus and rich academic history make it a fascinating place to explore. Walking through its storied halls, you can feel the legacy of centuries of learning and discovery. Within this historic university lies a hidden gem. Are you ready to discover a Baroque masterpiece? Let's go visit the Joanina Library. All right, so the next two places that I have on my list of the top 10 is the Joanina Library, which is right behind me, and then just over a little bit over here is the entrance to the Royal Palace. It is quite interesting. The Joanina Library has a significant draw, as it's one of the oldest libraries in Europe. It's not the oldest, but it's one of the oldest, really in the world. But it's one of the oldest in Europe, and I think it's like top 5 in the world for oldest. So it's has a lot of people that pop in here. There's a lot of gold leaf that's inside. I've done a short video on that you may have seen, and to kind of give you an idea of how to get in here, I'll show you where the entrance is. You start out in the basement area, then you work your way up to the first level, and then the second level, which is right where I'm at. Then you exit out here. So it's good to go into the library first, and then go over to the palace, and then maybe check out the chapel that's next door to it too. Or when you're done with the Joanina Library, go over to the Royal Palace and check it out. It's also right next to the law school. Coimbra University has many attractions that may have you exhausted. If you need to take a break from all the walking, come over here to the Botanical Gardens. Coimbra University's Botanical Gardens have a lush oasis that is perfect for just a leisurely stroll. Plenty of places to sit down amidst exotic plants and a tranquil scenery. It's a serene escape from the bustling city, offering a chance to connect with nature. All right, so there are multiple ways of getting into the Botanical Garden here in Coimbra. So it's not, you have to go the specific way that I went. There's three different entrances just from up on the top. There's one down below by the river. So if you have a GPS that's telling you, hey, go this way to go to the Botanical Garden, it's probably telling you the right way. Might look a little bit weird, but it isn't. So yeah, so there is the greenhouse behind me, and we just walked in through here. So it's absolutely beautiful. If you are here on a hot day in Coimbra, this is a nice place to get a reprieve from the heat. Usually there is a little bit of wind, at least, to kind of help cool things off. And when you're in the shade, it definitely helps bring the temperatures down. Like right now, I'm in the shade, don't need the sunglasses on, and it probably feels 10-15 degrees cooler here. So this is a really nice place to just kind of chill out. Some people here will be students that are studying, so it's typically a quiet place, except for, you know, vloggers that are talking. To hit when you are in Coimbra is the Cruz Monastery. It is majestic. You can go in just to the church and check out the Baroque pipe organs that are there, or you can pay a few euros, I believe it's €3, and go throughout the whole monastery. And I highly suggest going through there to see everything that it has to offer. One of the cool things, I guess it's two, is that you have King Alfonso I that is entombed in here, and his son King Sancho I. Both are in there, and you can go see their tombs and see the monastery, the cloisters, and some of the other stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend popping in here. All right, so the last thing that I want to talk about on things to do in Coimbra is, hang out by the river, man. I am currently over by the Coimbra railroad station, and I mentioned it at the beginning, so I figured that I'd give you a little bit of a visual cue of where you might be coming by, some things that you might see. So if you're actually going the opposite way, you'll go where we began, but I'm going towards the dam at the end of here. Go opposite way down there and have a nice dinner. You can enjoy the sunset. It is a nice place to just kind of chill and relax. There's some trees over there, and over here there's some trees. There's some shade area, so it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll make a video on Mondego River and the importance of the river to the city, because it was a very critical part of development. The picturesque Mondego River flows through the heart of Coimbra, offering stunning views and a perfect backdrop for your Coimbra adventures. Whether you're enjoying a leisurely walk or a boat ride, the reflections of the city on the water are simply mesmerizing. From historic landmarks to scenic beauty, Coimbra is a city that captivates and inspires. Make sure these top 10 attractions are on your itinerary. Thank you for joining me on this journey. See you next time on A Typical Vagabond, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more travel adventures.